All right, at least on this show, in our world, I do believe this is accurate, that when we have talked to listeners that have received a random text or an email from somebody saying that, hey, I just want to let you know your man or your woman is messing around on you. In our world, here on The Bert Show, it's been mostly accurate.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It has.
So we got another one today, and she's wondering, do I pursue this or not? If you got something going on in your life, hit us up at thebertshow.com. Cassie has the email.
I think I need some help. I recently entered into a relationship where I had been steering away from them for a long time. When I have been steering away from them for a long time. I just got contacted by a random man explaining that he believes my current boyfriend was talking to his wife, who he is now leaving. Kinda juicy, right? But WTF? I'm always looking at the other side of things, and is this just a mad guy trying to F up other people's relationships? This new boyfriend seems to be over the moon for me and all kinds of wonderful. Was my radar super off? How can I trust myself if it's that wrong? I don't know what to believe. If he did this well with me, then that's a definite run. But if he did this before we established, then can I be mad? The other guy was married and he knew. What kind of person is this? My brain is reeling.
All right, so let me take a different angle on this one. Usually we'll ask you guys, look, if you got one of these emails or a text or a DM from somebody and you pursued it and found out it was accurate, then call us. I want to do just the opposite this morning.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's say you did get a DM like this. Your man, your woman, whatever. They're cheating on you, and I know with who, right? And it turned out to be a complete and total lie. Like somebody was vengeful, and you pursued it, and it all became crystal clear. 1-855-BERT Show.
And I do feel this is unique because typically in the past, it's the other woman that has reached out and has, found out that he is married and wants to call him out, whatever. So the fact that it's the husband of the woman he's allegedly hooking up with, I do think alters it ever so slightly. And all of her questions are valid. Like, what kind of person is he? If he knew she was married and pursued this relationship anyway, or pursued this affair anyway, on top of the fact that he's cheating on her.
Yeah, those are two things. That's layered.
Yeah.
But nobody's really calling and saying, hey, I got one of these and pursued it, and it was just a big old fat lie from like a coworker that hated my husband or wife. We're not getting any of those.
Did you had a friend that went through this, right? And they tried to extort him for money?
Yeah, they said that they had proof that he that his wife was stepping out on him, and I think they wanted $500 in order for him to get the proof, and then he tried to negotiate with them. And that didn't end up working out. And eventually he buckled and paid for it. And the person was actually telling the truth.
And then he got the
proof, the so-called proof of his wife, pictures of his wife out with someone
to
else.
Them since
and that's not a good investment, by the way.
Not at all.
Just as a businessman. $500 to ruin my relationship. Yeah. Not a good investment.
But is it a good investment if you're not? It depends on how you look at it.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it is a good investment because then you're not pouring money into something you're not going to get a return on.
No, for $500, I want a good fat lie. I want my life to stay exactly where it is right now.
No, you
don't mess my world up for $500.
They're trying to work it out, to answer your question.
Are they really?
Yeah, he's trying to be the bigger man here. A bigger man than me, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I got one of these about my fiance, I would just completely blow it off. In fact, I have before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's gotten them about me as well. It's completely nonsensical. If you trust the person that you're with, I think I've brought it up to her. I got this random text today. No, I wouldn't even think twice about it. I would have to see it happening, I think.
Yeah, like literally in front of your eyes. The only other question I have, did he ever figure out who sent him the evidence?
No.
That's still a mystery person.
He doesn't have a clue. She doesn't have a clue. They've asked everybody that they affiliate with themselves with. No one has a clue who did this.
So he paid $500 to some random person to get the truth.
I want to say he ended up giving like $300 or something.
He negotiated.
He got it down.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the exact number was, but he got it down.
Good morning, Aaron. You are part of the Bert Show. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Fantastic. How are you this morning?
I'm good.
What you got?
I was just saying that I don't have anybody that, DM me or anything like that, but if I was her being in a new relationship, I would probably ask him, and then if he said no, that's not, accurate or true, then I would, just go further with it, especially if he's, that crazy about her and, does everything like that. And then if she started getting any kind of like weird suspicion or, some other kind of sign that was kind of off, then I would start backing away. But that would be me.
Yeah. I just had a call that dropped from somebody saying that was the exact situation she was in, where she got a text from somebody and it was just a ploy to break them up. But most of the calls that we've ever taken over the years have been like, yeah, it was the truth.
Yeah.
I think for it to be this new of a relationship and he has shown you no signs of being anything that you should worry about, she should keep it in the back of her mind. Mm-hmm. Like if you ever see something pop up, you know you have this, but I don't think you act on it.
One more call here. Hey, Kimberly, good morning. You're part of the Bert Show.
Hi. So I had a situation where somebody reached out to me on Facebook and said that my husband was being unfaithful and that they had evidence because he was on Tinder. And so I, mentioned it to him, and he, he's like, I deleted my Tinder, and he didn't realize that you have to actually physically go into the app and completely remove your profile. So he gave me his login information and everything, and I could see he literally all his messages, right that moment he gave it to me, and he hadn't been active since before we were together.
There you go. So that's an honest mistake.
There
it works
it
out.
is.
I appreciate you calling, Kimberly. You've given us all hope.
It was a sliver, but we'll take it.
The Bert Show.
So first, thanks for watching. Second, you like what you just watched? That just scratches the surface. Get the Bert Show on any podcast platform. We're so good.